Hi everyone, and welcome to your Sweat Pilates class. As stated in the name, this is going to be a very sweaty, upbeat workout. Sweat Pilates is focused on cardiovascular fitness, so we will be moving quite quickly, but I want you to try and remember your great Pilates movements throughout the class. It's perfect if you're in your ovulation phase or in your late follicular phase. I wouldn't recommend doing this in luteal or in menstrual. It's better for the body to do it in high energy time. So let's get into it. I am going to be using some weights. If you don't have the weights, it's completely fine. You can do it without, but I do recommend having that extra nice little challenge. So let's get started with our warm up. Coming to the back of the mat, taking a nice dip down into the knees, opening up, inhale, breathing in, nice big stretch up, extending through the body, and exhale, tucking chin to chest. We're going to just slowly roll down and decompress the spine all the way until we find that nice, beautiful forward fold. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're going to soften into the knees and just roll it back up, restacking the spine, one vertebrae at a time, all the way until we come up to stand, taking a nice big roll out of your shoulders at the top, and again, dipping down to the knees, opening it up, extend, breathing in and lift, and exhale, tucking chin to chest, slowly rolling down, softening into the knees, decompressing the spine, one vertebrae at a time, all the way until you find that forward fold, keeping the head really heavy over your legs. All right, let's take a few yeses up and down of that head. Just opening up through the chest and collapsing down. Let's go two more. And then let's go side to side, taking a few no's of the head. Good, coming through the center, placing the hands on the floor if you can. I want you to try and pedal out through your legs. So extending through one, bending through the other. Extend and bend. Extending and bending. Good. Taking a nice deep breath in and out. You might notice that you're tighter on one side and the other. That's completely normal. Good, let's extend the right leg, bending through the left. Now placing that left hand on the floor, I want you to open up through the right side towards that right leg. Keeping a nice extension through the right. And then bring it back down, bending into the right this time. Let's open up through the left. Open and extend. And back through the middle. Let's go again. Right side extends, left side bends, opening it up. And bring it back through. Let's go again. Opening it up. Left side. Bringing it back down the middle. Now let's just walk those hands down along your mat. And we're going to pike your hips all the way back and into downward dog. Good. Let's just come back to that pedal here in down dog. Pushing the chest down towards the thighs as much as you can. Really enjoying this warm up. And then when you're ready, we're going to place the weight into the left foot. We're going to sweep that right leg up to find three-legged, and we're going to quickly sweep it in to find a nice high lunge. Good. Hands on the inside of that right foot. So right foot is outside, and we're just going to take a few rocks back and forward. You can allow that right knee to just fall out to the side. Good. Let's just breathe here for another 3. Rocking back, 2. 1, now coming through the center, placing the weight into the left hand. We're going to open up, take a nice big twist through the right side, and then bring it down to touch. And then again, opening it up, extend. Bring it down to touch. Let's go last one, opening up. Bringing it down, placing the weight back into the hands. Let's shoot that right leg back, push those hips up to find down dog. Good, let's come back to that pedal for another 3, 2, 1. Placing the weight into the right side this time. We're going to sweep that left leg up to down three-legged dog. And sweep it through all the way to find that high lunge, placing the left foot on the outside of the left hand. And let's just take those rocks back and forward, increasing flexibility bit by bit into those hips. Let's rock for another 3, 2, 1, placing the weight into the right hand. Let's open up to the left side and then bring it back down to center. Good. Opening up again, nice spinal twist. Bring it through. Final one, all the way. Open it up, bring it through. Good. Placing the weight in both hands. Let's bring that right foot forward to meet the left foot on the forward of the mat. Finding a nice low sumo lunge. If you can, place the weight into your feet and lift your hands up off the mat and just take a few sways side to side, pushing your elbows out into those knees and allowing those heels to kind of balance, and you can roll your ankle in to the center of the foot as you take that little twist and opening through the hips. Good, let's go for another 3, 2, 1. Placing the weight through the middle, hands onto the floor. Let's push those hips all the way up, keeping that head down towards the mat, finding a nice big forward bend. And then we're going to slowly roll back up, restacking the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time, all the way until you come up to stand, taking a nice big roll out of your shoulders, bringing your hands to chest height, and we're just going to take a little twist, side to side, twist, twist, warming up through the spine. Eye gaze follows your twist. Let's go 3, 2, 1. All right, good. Coming to the center of the mat, we're going to get started with our leg block. Okay, so we're going to do a leg, upper and core block, and then we're going to repeat 2 times around. So almost like a circuit, similar to like a HIIT style session, but Pilates vibes, of course. Grabbing your weights, we're going to begin with an overhead squat. So I'm going to demonstrate it here from the side. You're going to have your hands up overhead, all right? And you want to have a nice tuck on the tailbone so that you've got a really strong body, keeping that shoulders down away from your ears and your ribs nice and closed to support your core. Now you're going to hinge into your heels, pushing those hips back to find a nice squat. And then coming all the way up, back to stand, nice and simple. Okay, if you want to put those weights to chest, you can, and then you can maybe push them up overhead as you come up. Otherwise, staying with that overhead squat and push. Good, strong into the core, hinge it back. Squeezing up. Good, let's keep working. Down, up, all the way down, all the way up. Good, let's go for 6 more reps here. 6, 5, squeeze, keep working. 4, keep the weight in the back of your feet. 3, 2, final 1. All right, all the way down. Now you're going to bring those weights to your chest. You're going to step down onto your right knee. Then you're going to step down onto your left knee. Then you're going to step back up, ready to squat, step back up, and then push up to find that lift. Weights come overhead. Coming back down to the squat, hold and control. Step down to the right knee. Step down to the left. Step up to the right. Step up with the left. And then push those weights up overhead in your standing position. Okay, do everybody get what we're doing? Down, step, step, up, up, push, and shoulder press. All right, so come down to your squat, step it down to the right, down to the left, back up, up, and push. All right, we're gonna go for 8 more here. 8, using your breath to control the move. 7, squeezing up, push. 6, all the way down to that squat, then down to the knees. Then back up to the squat with control. 5, if you want to alternate between left and right as you go down, that's fine as well. I'm changing it up now. 4, just helps you stay nice and balanced on each side. 3, as you'll notice, you have to push up quite a lot on the way up with whichever leg you're leading with. 2, Holding that core. Cardio is already beginning. Now final one, all the way down and all the way up. Find that beautiful shoulder press, push, and we're gonna keep going. This time we're gonna add a little combo. So on the floor here, strong into the core. I want you to extend your hands out long and hinge back into your thighs. Squeeze it back up and then come back up to stand and push. Good, you guys can do it. Coming down all the way. Hinge it back, extend. Squeeze it up, walk it up and push. You guys are so strong. Coming down all the way. Let's hinge it back, extend. Squeeze it up, really hold that core. Really use those thighs. Come on, let's go here for 4. Find that hinge, squeeze. Bring it up, hold that core. Back to squat, push the weights. Good, 3. Squeeze it back, bring it in, all the way up, and push. 2. Strong into that core. Squeeze up, all the way up and push. Now final one, coming down, find that squeeze and hold, bring it back in. We're gonna find that squat. You have the option to pulse or take your jumps for 10, 9, swinging those weights back as you jump, 7, 6, 5. If the jump is too much, just pulse your squat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Whew. All right, give it a little rest. Drop the weights for just a second. Maybe take a few rolls out of the shoulders. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to grab those weights again. All right, now I want you to come with your feet as wide as your mat. We're going to bring those weights up, back, overhead. We're going to work a little bit more into the legs. So keeping the weight into the back of your heel, I want you to push your right hip back, keeping your knee behind your right toe. Sweep the weights down by your side and take a nice side lunge. And then squeeze it all the way back up. Good, hinge it down, other side. Squeeze, lift. All right, hinge it back. And up, strong into that core. Hinge it back. Squeeze, up, lovely. Hinge it back. All the way up, really getting nice and low. Into that side lunge, up and down. Squeezing up, squeezing down. Good, catching the breath here. Let's go for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Now coming up into the top, I want you to turn your feet out, bringing your heels together, toes come out. We're going to find a plie with the weights overhead, and we're just going to pulse the plie here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up, turn the feet back out, and let's bring the weights into chest. Now we're going to sweep the right leg back behind the left leg to take a curtsy, and then we're going to step out, sweep the left leg back behind the right, curtsy lunge, out to the side, curtsy, out to the side, curtsy. Good, keep working. Let's go. 8, 7. We want to be moving nice and quick, but still not forgetting those beautiful Pilates moves. 5, 4, 3, 2, final 1. Okay, you have the option to stay here. Otherwise, you can drop the weights and join me to jump and curtsy. Jump and leap, curtsy, jump, curtsy, jump, curtsy. Let's push. Nice big jump for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, push, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, whew, give it a nice little rest. All right, let's come to the back of the mat and just take a nice quick reset, moving those weights out of the way for a second. We're gonna take a nice dip down into those legs, opening it up, extend, breathing in, and tucking chin to chest, softening through the knees, rolling down, decompress that spine one vertebrae at a time, all the way until we come down onto all fours. Hands and knees on the mat, untuck those toes. Okay, so grabbing your weights, we're going to move on to an upper body block. So we're going to start with a renegade row. So you can be on your weights. If the weights become too uncomfortable, then you can just be flat onto your hands and pick the weights up as you go. Otherwise, staying up on the weights, we're going to step the feet back to find a nice high plank. Now, keeping the feet kind of wide so that you can keep a strong core and don't move around too much through your hips. We're going to squeeze up through the right arm, and then you're going to extend it back and squeeze into the tricep. Place it down to the mat, then we squeeze up to the left, extend it back, bring it down, and tap it down. Good. Squeeze up, extend, down, tap, squeeze it back, extend, down, tap. Keep working. Let's go 6. Squeeze really strong into that core. 5. Breathe. 4. You guys can do it. 3. Push. 2. Final 1. Now we're going to come back to that original side, holding that right side, and just work the extension for 8. 7. 6. 5. Push. 4. 3. 2. 1. Placing that weight down. Let's go left side. Squeeze it up and extend for 8. 7. Knees are there if you need. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. All right, dropping it down. Drop the knees. Let's push those hips back. Take a quick reset. Good. Taking 1 deep breath in and a deep breath out. Pushing forward. We're going to get straight back into it. So stepping the feet back, we're going to start working some pushbacks to plank jacks. Okay, so when you take a push back of your hips, knees hover off the ground, spine stays really long. Squeeze the shape back over the weights, holding the plank, and I want you to jump your feet out and in and out and in. That's your jack. Push it back. Hover the knees off the ground, strong into the core. Shoot it forward. Let's take the jack. Out, in, out, in. If you have to step your feet out and in, that's totally fine as well. You can step and step. And then take your push back, bring it forward. Otherwise, stay with those jumps. 1, 2, push it back, shoot it forward. 2, 3, push it back, shoot it forward. Let's go 4 more reps. 4. Squeeze. 3. Come on, you guys, you're so strong. 2. This was a sweat class, you knew what you were in for. 1. All right, find that push back. Now we're going to add your push up, dropping the chest to the mat, pushing back up, taking that jack. Remember, your knees are there if you need. The step jack is also there if you need. Take your modification before you stop working. Good, come on, let's go 4. Jump and push. Take your push up. 3. Out, out, and push. Final 2. Come on, you guys, I'm in this with you. Push it back. Final 1, drop that chest, and let's stay with those jacks for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Whew. Dropping the knees. Release the weights. Let's just push the hips back for a moment and find a quick child's pose. Head comes down to the mat. Maybe taking a few rolls of those wrists if you like. Good. All right, 1 more deep breath in. And we're going to get on to the core block. All right, so everyone, come in with me and find your way into a nice seated position. Grabbing both weights, we're going to start working some rollbacks. Okay, so I want you to have your chest nice and proud, your spine nice and straight, nice and seated up high on your tailbone. Okay, taking a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to collapse back and roll down to find your shaky point at the bottom. Squeeze the core and then exhale. Push it all the way back up to straight. Good. Inhale. And roll it down. Squeeze. Take that shake. Exhale to push it up. Good, you guys. Rolling it down. And squeezing it up with control. You might find it a bit hard to control the breath, I know that I am, so don't worry. We're in this together. This is a sweat class. I want you to try and maintain those really nice Pilates moves as much as you can. But the aim of this class is cardiovascular and fat burn. So let's just keep moving. Let's go for another 3, 2. Now final 1. I want you to find that shaky point and hold. I want you to push your right way overhead. Push your left way overhead. Bring it back in and then up to find that straight spine. Good. Inhale to roll it down. Hold and squeeze. Let's go right side, push. Left side, shoulder press. Squeeze and lift. Come on, you guys. I know that it's tough. We're going to get a long rest in a moment. Good. Coming all the way up before we repeat everything on the second side. Good. Come on, you guys. Don't think about it. Just keep working. We're going to go for another 4 reps like this. Roll and hold. 4. All the way up and squeeze. Good. Rolling it down. Nice and controlled. 3. Nice long spine at the top. Good. Rolling it down all the way to hold and control it. Let's go 2. Really working those arms, but really feeling the core doing the majority here. Final 1. Let's stay here. We're going to stay down and push for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now with control, let's roll all the way down to the mat. Great. All right, we're going to keep working here. You can use a little bit of momentum to work through this move. We're going to find an overhead sit-up. So using some momentum to push your hands up all the way overhead and find that full sit-up. Now really controlling the roll down is going to help you really work those abs. Inhale. Exhale to push. Rolling back down with control, trying not to drop the body. Good. Squeezing up to lift. And down with control. You guys, you can do it. Let's go. That's 4. We're going to go for 10 more reps. 10. Down with control. 9. 8. Come on, I'm here with you. Strong through that core. Try not to use too much momentum, but you can use a bit. 6, much more than our usual classes. 5, push. Final 4. In 3. Final 2. All right, final 1, all the way up. Now coming all the way down, I want you to tap those knees with your weight. Squeeze up, just lift your chest up and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, squeezing 2, 1. All right, oh my God. Relax and drop the weights down. We're gonna take a quick little rest. So if you wanna come up to stand, feel free. Maybe you need to grab some water. I know that I do. So grab some of my water. And we're just going to rest and breathe for a second here together before we move on to the second round. And then when you're ready, we're going to grab those weights to get ready to come back to that lower body block. So if you remember, we've got the weights overhead and we're going to start working those overhead squats. Okay, nice and strong into the core. We're going to hinge back and push up, keeping the weight through the heels, keeping the arms overhead. If you need to come to your chest with those weights, then please do. Otherwise, staying overhead. We're going to push through this last bit of work, you guys. We're going to feel so good after this. Come on, let's go. 8 more reps here. 8, 7, squeeze. 6, 5, keep working. Come on. Final 4, 3, You guys are so much stronger than you think. 2, even though it feels hard, let's push to the end. All the way, final 1, hold it here. Let's bring the weights to chest. Dropping down to that right knee. Dropping down to the left. Coming up to find the squat, and then pushing up overhead. Good, hinge it down. Remember, you might want to alternate left side. All the way up, strong into that core. Push, good, coming down. Right side, step it down. Step it up, and push overhead. Come on, let's go 6. Breathing through it. The second round's going to be harder, obviously. 5, but you're so capable. And I'm here doing it with you. Final 4. Up, push, all the way down. Final 3. Keep working, you guys. Strong into that core. Final 2. Really feeling those legs working. Final 1. All the way down. Coming all the way up. Push. All right, we're going to find that kneel. Hinge it down to your squat. Step it down onto the knees. Strong into that core. We're going to hinge back into those thighs. Extend the weights out. Pull it back in. Step it up. And find that overhead press. Good. Coming down. Let's keep working with this added combination. Strong into those thighs. Bring it back. All the way up. And push. Feeling the cardio. You should be too. Extend it out. Bring it in. That's what we're here for. Push. That's 3. Come on, let's go 5 more here. 5. All the way down. Extend. Squeeze. Push. And press. 4. Strong into that core. Squeeze, extend. Bring it in. And pushing up. Final 3. Come on, you've got it. You're so strong. Strong. Squeeze. Up. Push thighs on fire. 2. Really working. Come on. Final 1. All the way down. Let's find that lean. Extend it back. Bring it in. All right, you have the option to pulse your squat or take your jumps and swing those weights for 10. 9. 8. 7. Push. 6. 5. 4. 3. Come on. 2. 1. All right. Whew. Little rest, little reset, little shake, and we're going to come straight into those side lunges. All right, so you've got your feet as wide as your mat. You're going to have your hands up over your head. Take a deep breath in, and when you're ready, we're going to hinge it back. Right hip goes back, weight is in the right heel, and you're swinging your weights down across your leg. Bring it back up, left side, squeeze and hinge it back. Extend, really push those hips back. Try not to hinge forward into your toes. You really want to find the balance through your whole foot, but mainly back through your heel. Squeeze it up, hinge it back, and up. Good, let's go 8. 7. Push. 6. 5. Come on, we're nearly at the end. 4. 3. 2. Final 1. Coming up through the middle, weights overhead. We're going to turn those feet out. Heels come in. Plie squat and pulse for 10. 9. 8. Get lower. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Coming up. Let's bring those feet back straight, and we're going to bring the weights to chest. Now we're going to step back. Right leg comes back behind the left to curtsy lunge. Step it over. Left behind the right. Curtsy. Step it back. Curtsy. Good. Push. Using your breath to control the moves. Let's go 6. 5. 4. Strong core. 3. 2. 1. Okay, you have the option to stay here, otherwise dropping those weights. Let's take those jumps. Extend, curtsy, bounce it out wide, curtsy, bounce, leap really strong, really far across your mat. Let's jump for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Whew. Give it a little shake. Maybe a few rolls out of those shoulders. I definitely need it. Whew. All right. When you're ready, we're going to take a nice reset. So dipping down into the knees, opening it up, extend, breathing in. And exhale, tucking chin to chest. Strong through the core, soft through the knees. Let's roll it down to find that nice forward fold. You can hear how tired I am with my breath. So just know you're not alone. Great. When you're ready, we're going to walk the hands down along your mat and grab the weights. And we're going to start working that upper body block. Remember, if you need to remove your hands from the dumbbells, then you can do this with your hands flat on the floor and pull it back. Otherwise, staying up onto your weights, we're going to step the feet back to find a high plank, nice and strong through the core. We're going to row the right way up and extend it back into a tricep extension. Bring it down, left side, squeeze it up, extend it back, bring it down. Remember to try and control those hips. It's really hard. Even I find it hard. So don't worry. If you're really struggling, just bring your feet a little wider, or you can also drop the knees. Squeeze and lift. Good. Let's work for 4, 3. Really use that tricep extension. Don't just swing it. 2. And 1. All right, we're going to hold that right side. Extend for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Push. 3, 2, 1. Now bring it down. Left side. Extend and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5. Control those hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, drop it down. Knees go down. Let's just push the hips back and find a quick child's pose, not for very long. Taking a nice deep breath in and deep breath out. All right, coming all the way up. We're going to start working those pushbacks and jacks. All right, so when you're ready, coming back to that high plank, we're going to push those hips back to hover off the mat. Squeeze it back forward to find that high plank. Take it out and in. 2 jumps and push. Shoot it forward. Jack twice. Remember, if you need to take a step instead of a jump, that's fine. Good. Push. Let's work those jumps. Push it back. That's 5. Let's go for another 4. Strong into that core. 3. Push. Final 2. Come on, you guys, we can do it. We're nearly at the end. Final 1. All right, we're going to add that push up. Drop the chest. And then find that push back. Bring it forward. Take your jump. Drop your chest. Drop the knees if you need to. Push it back. Bring it forward. Take that jump. All right, come on, let's go 4 more. 4. Jump it out. Final 3. Drop your chest. Take that push back. Bring it forward. Take your jump. Final 2. Push up. Push it back. Bring it forward. Double jump. Final 1. Push. And hinge it back. Bring it forward. Let's stay with those jumps for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Come on. 3, 2, 1. All right. Whew. That was really tough. That upper body block is definitely the hardest. Just bring the hands overhead and find a quick child's pose. Maybe just release the wrist here for a second. Okay. And then when you're ready, we're going to find our way onto our seated position, ready for the final bit. So you guys can do it. I know that you can do it. I'm here with you, but we're so nearly done. So let's just give it our best, okay? Hands up by your chest. Nice long spine. Seated bones are the furthest point to the floor. Taking a nice deep breath in. And out. Rolling it down. Squeezing the body down towards the mat to find that shaky point. And exhale to come up. Good. Inhale. You might find it hard with your breath right now. I definitely am. Hold and find that shaky point. And lift up to squeeze. Come on, guys. We're so nearly there. Roll it down. Hold and find your shaky spot. Squeeze up and lift. Good. Inhale. Rolling it down. And exhale. Coming up. Good. Let's go 6 more reps. 6. Shaky point at the bottom. All the way up. Keeping those weights nice and close to your chest. 5. Rolling down with control. Final 4. Good. All the way down. Really breathe. Final 3. Good. Final 2. Now all the way down. Final 1. We're going to hold it here. I want you to punch one way overhead. Punch the other way up overhead. And then coming all the way back up to find that tall spine. Good. Rolling it down with control. Find that shaky spot. Punch. And punch. And roll it up. Good. Rolling it down. Hold and squeeze to punch. And punch. That's 3. All the way up with control. Good. Really roll it down and hold. Find your shaky point. 4. All the way up. All right, let's go 4 more. Come on, we're really going to push it out here. 4. This is the last bit. All the way down. Final 3. You guys can do it. I'm in this with you. Final 2. All the way up. Now last one, all the way down. We're going to hold and punch the weights for 8, 7, 6, 5. I've literally got sweat dripping into my eye. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, rolling all the way down to the mat with control. All right, maybe you need to take a little readjust. We're going to get ready with those nice little extra momentum sit-ups. Taking a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, pushing up, weights come overhead, spine comes really long. Rolling back down with as much control as you can. Inhale and exhale. Push. Rolling down all the way to the mat, really controlled. Good. Squeeze it up. And coming down. Come on, you guys. Let's push. We've got to get to the end. We're going to go for 10 more. 10. We're so near the end. It's so close right now. 9. 8. This was not an easy class. You knew what you were in for. 7. 6. Try to keep your feet on the mat as much as you can. Mine are definitely flying up right now. 5. 4. Last bit. Come on. 3. 2. Now last one. All the way up. Now let's roll it all the way down with control. And we're going to take those little pulses up and tap the knees with the weights for 1, 2, 3. Let's get to 10. 4. 5. That's 5 more. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, all the way down, dropping those weights. And just relax. Whew, that was really, really sweaty. I am so sweaty and I'm almost feeling delirious right now in this heat. So I'm happy that we're done. I'm sure that you guys are happy that that's done as well. But let's just take a beautiful stretch. So stay with me just to relax the body and relax the mind back down to rest. Grabbing the knees in towards your chest and calm the body back down after all of that extreme movement. We're going to take a nice spinal twist. So bringing your hands like a cactus to the side of your head, arms up and shoulders down. We're going to drop the knees over to the left side and just allow them to take that beautiful twist. You can bring your head towards your right hand, trying to keep both shoulders nice and flat on the mat, and enjoy the stretch through the spine. Good, and then we're going to go over to the right side, head goes over to the left, and just enjoy the stretch. Good, nice deep breath in, and a deep breath out, coming through the center. Now we're going to pop the left foot on the floor. We're going to hook that right foot around your left thigh, and we're just going to grab behind your left thigh to pull that knee in towards the body, pushing your right elbow into your right knee, and just really relaxing and releasing that right glutes. Good, one more deep breath in, and a deep breath out, really pull it down and relax. Good, now let's place that left foot back down to the floor. We're going to grab that right knee in towards the chest and extend the left leg along the mat. And now we're just going to grab on the outside of that right knee and take a full spinal twist all the way over. Eye gaze is towards the right hand. Right knee is flipped over the left side of the body, and finding that beautiful full twist. And then coming back through the center, we're going to pop that right foot down to the floor, and we're going to flip the left one over the right thigh. Left foot is over the right thigh. We're going to grab behind that right leg and pull the shape towards our body, pushing that left elbow in towards that left knee to just really extend the glute and extend the hip. Good, really breathing. Take a nice deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, pulling that leg in a little bit more and finding that full stretch for today. Good, and then placing that right foot down onto the floor, grabbing the left knee in towards your leg, in towards your chest, extending the right leg down along the mat. Deep breath in, and as you breathe out, we're going to grab on the outside of that left leg and just take a nice full twist over the body, finding that beautiful spinal twist, and eye gaze goes back towards the left hand. And just relax. Good, one more deep breath. And exhale. Good, all right, and then coming through, back through the center. Let's just grab both thighs in towards the body, both knees in towards the chest, take a few rocks side to side, and then we're going to extend those legs out and take a few full rocks all the way to bring yourself into your seated position. Let's just find ourselves in cross-legged in the center of the mat. I'm just going to take a few side bends to release the upper body. So taking a nice big reach up towards the sky, clasping those hands overhead and flip your palms up towards the ceiling or the sky. And then let's just open up and bend the body over to the left side and taking a nice big extension through that right side. And then when you're ready, if you want, you can place that left hand or left elbow even down onto the mat and extend completely all the way over with that right side. Keeping your chest proud and not collapsing down into the movement. Good, and then coming back through the center. All right, let's go again. Arms come up, clasping above the head and flipping those palms up towards the sky. Now let's take that shallow side bend over. And And then when you're ready, if you can, placing that right hand down to the mat or even right elbow to take that full side bend. Keeping that chest proud and keeping your eye gaze up towards your elbow. And then coming all the way up through the center. All right. Taking a few rolls out of your shoulders, just up and back and up and back. We're going to take our 3 grounding breaths here on the mat. So taking a nice deep inhale, opening it up, extend, arms come all the way up towards the sky, chest is up and spine is long. And then exhale, hands come down by your side. And again, inhale, opening it up, extend. Exhale, hands come down by your side. Final one, opening it up, extend, breathing in. And exhale, hands come to prayer and down into your heart space. Feel free to close down your eyes. And we're just going to take a moment here to bring the body back to calm and back to rest after all of that hard workout. Maybe thanking our bodies for all that they can do, being able to move in such tremendous ways, keeping us healthy and happy through life. We'll just take a moment to be still for another 10 seconds or so here on the mat. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly take one final deep inhale and exhale. Breathe it all out. Slowly starting to open up your eyes. Maybe one final roll out of your shoulders. And you ladies are all done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed that sweat class and that you feel amazing now and ready to take on the rest of your day. And I can't wait to see you on the next class.